Today I'm going to show you how to do a custom code, how to create custom code template. So, okay, as you can see here, in the sales process, it says rep create a deal, then the sales rep create a code associated with the deal. The sales rep send the code URL or PDF to a prospect. The prospect then accept or decline the code. So in some case, payment is exchanged right away. In some case, an e-signature is used. So now for creating custom code templates, as you can see here, please note you can create custom code themes and template with any HubSpot subscription, including CMS free, but an account will need Sales Hub, Professional, or Enterprise to use those templates for their codes. Okay, so if you previously build proposal templates, learn how to migrate an existing proposal template to codes. And then I'm going to also put this link in the description. Overview, custom code template are built using the same underlying system that other type of template use. For example, domain level settings apply to codes, including head and footer HTML and domain style sheet. So you can disable domain style sheets using template annotations there. And then most of Abo functionality works on code template, including functions, filter, if conditions, import, and include. So when using personalization tokens in a code, HubSpot will not render them dynamically. Instead, the token is rendered at the time of publishing the code and will not update upon signing. For this reason, you should not use personalization token for properties that are updated after a code is published, including payment statement, payment date, e-sign date, e-sign completed signature. Due to specific use case of code, however, there are some key difference between how codes work from the web page and email templates work. So as you can see here, more data is available to the codes template that is restricted for other template types. For example, code and deal-related data is available to a code template. So you can also include contact data for code recipient in a code template. Right now, there's no drag and drop editor for building code templates. Instead, there is a module-based editor for customizing or hiding the module that are already in a template. So as you can see here, because more data is available to code template without requiring password protection, you should take care to only expose information that is truly required for the purpose of the code. Print and PDF version of custom codes. Because custom codes are web pages, you can use the same CSS you would use to optimize a web page for printing to provide a formatted PDF or print version of a custom code template. So to do this, you can use a CSS media query for print to target the print experience. You can test the experience by using your browser developer tools. If you'd like to print, it's recommended to use the download module. Alternative, since a code is a web page, you can use JavaScript and button element to provide an easy way to print the code. So here we have some related stuff. So without further ado, let's go to show you how to move things around when creating your code. So this, we're gonna create a custom. We're gonna edit the code that we already have, and then try to move structure around. All right, so let's say we have so we have the basic code. As you can, if you preview it, so this is our code. Let's say, for instance, we want to move things around. Okay, so we have, let's say, for instance, we have the logo there, we have the simple code there, code name, contact, recipient, and then after that we have this information there. We have a line table there. Okay, so here, as you can see, this is the style sheet that we have here. So CSS basic.css. So to get this one here, let's go to the main theme, CMS code theme, because this one we did create a child theme out of it. So we're gonna have to bring that theme, that CSS over CSS, and then we have basic CSS, clone to child, Okay, so now let's go to our theme. All right, so now as you can see, we have the CSS here. So here where you can add your CSS, you can edit the CSS. So this is how you can do it. You can see the font header, you can see just basic 30, let's put 50 for instance. Check. You can check which one is 50. See, okay, so we're gonna have code basic. Okay, we have this margin bottom. Okay, because of some of the headings and stuff like that, all those things gonna be able to edit them via your theme settings. But in case you want to custom style some of the elements, let's say this one is 50 pixel. H1, inspect, right click. Let's get this one here. Let's inspect. Yeah, these are H1. Okay, we have HS code basic. The class is there. All right, just code basic. The class is there. Font size 50 pixel. Oh, there is another. Yeah, okay, there is another one here already. Okay, so let's update this one to 60. Let's see what's gonna happen. Okay, as you can see. Okay, we'll bring it back to 30 as we did before. So here where you can see you have the CSS, and then you can edit your CSS there. You can add your CSS at the bottom. Okay, or if you want, you can just create another another CSS, kind of like a CSS override. You create your own, you clone this one here, call it v2, and then after that you yeah, so you can have, so that you cannot kind of like mess up the original one. So if you want to do so, okay, so let's say for instance clone this one, clone style sheet, let's call this one v2. And then go to our basic HTML. As you can see, we can use v2, basic v2. Our v2 h1 is gonna be let's say 40. Refresh. Yeah, you can see it's 40 there. Okay, so now let's just bring it instead of 40, let's say 20. Yeah. All right, so now let's go to change some structure. So we have basic HTML there. So once you create you are updating your stuff, so either you can update directly the template that you find, or you can just clone it. So to make it kind of like easy, so like in this context here, you're gonna keep the original and then clone this one, clone, and then you call this one v2. You can give it a different name. Yeah, so normally it's gonna be v2 and then the client side name. In this context, let's say come get grade. Yeah, so that's way it's gonna be easy when you're selecting the theme, when you're creating your selecting the template when you're creating your code. So we have style here. We can also add style there. Okay, so now we're gonna focus about moving structure around. Let's say, for instance, this is the logo. So we have the header, the letterhead, the table, the comments, terms of purchase, signature. All right. Let's say, for instance, you want to add a line between. So let's add a line. I have his signature there. Refresh. Okay, so I want to add a line. Line. I don't know if you have to style it. Okay, let's just say I'm gonna call this one here div class divider. So now you go to your divider, refresh, and then look for divider. Okay, let's refresh again. Okay, let's check. Okay, no, this is okay. We have to preview another one. Okay, divider. All right, so which means that it will work. So sure. Okay, like, as you can see, we have our horizontal line there, and then we want to let's say, for instance, we want, so we have the signature there. That's what we want. So let's say we want this button here to be in the middle, download to be in the middle. So this is the download button. So let's see what is the class of the button. You can see so let's give it a so we have this one here, HS go wrap about stuff. Let's give it its own class. Download codes container. So we're gonna give it a, so we want to make this one in the middle. Click there, inspect elements, refresh. Okay, so now try text alignment center. There we go. So we have it there in the middle. So you're gonna just copy your class. You go to your base CSS v2, and then let's say add your CSS somewhere there. Here you can say new CSS. And okay, so now paste there. Okay, so now we say that text alignment center. Okay, refresh. Okay, refresh. Check this. Download text alignment center. All right. Let's see. So we have class let's download. Text alignment center is working. Yeah, so there is some delay with the CSS to get updated. So we have the text align center. Everything is there, and then we have basic download. Make sure it's correct. Yeah, it's correct. Text align center. This is correct. Yeah, so just some delay there. Alright. Live preview of display. We'll check this is gonna be. Yeah, so there is some delay for the CSS to. Oh no, we forget to add one thing. The v2 publish. Okay, so now let's refresh. Yeah, as you can see, center there. So now we're gonna move this, doing something with the structure. So we have line, we have comments, we have terms. Okay, we have the stuff there. I just do, for instance, let's say, for instance, let's make terms on top and then comment below. You can see now, pages on top, comment is below. Okay, let's bring it back. Okay, so now what we have, letterhead, and then we have header here. Then we have letterhead that side. So, okay, then close CSS. As you can see, we have different items here. So different modules, by company, by contact, reference, code created, code expired. So you can also edit those modules. As you can also edit later, for instance, we have by a company here. This is the module by a company. So we have the stuff there. So if you want to edit something, so we have address. Okay, what can we edit here? So by a company. Let's check what is the by a company. We have by a company. Okay, so by a company we have here. Let's say we're gonna add another let's add HR horizontal line. Try to see that you can update stuff. Yeah, as you can see there's a line. Okay, we remove the break here. And then here you can also add elements. If you want to add elements, you can add some new custom fields, text, yeah, call it, for instance, like new field. You can call it any field. So new fields, tests, copy, value only, okay, paste it there, put another HR there. So it's going to appear the side. Let's refresh. As you can see, we have our test element there. So you can move this, like moving things around as you wish. Okay, So what else we have? We have the line item. So now with this line item, let's say for instance we want to tweak a bit the line item. So also it's better if you're gonna to tweak some of the item like by a company. If you want to have it like this, you can also have it, you can add your stuff directly, or you can just clone it, create a new version, and then after that you update. So in this context, let's clone this one, clone it, call it for instance like v2. So in case you want to just keep the original or something like that, if you're gonna do a major update on the module. So we have this one. Let's now revert back with the original. Undo, 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 undo. Okay. So undo, keep the original as it is. So now you have this one, the new one, v2. So we're going to add a new one. So by a company, as you can see there, just v2. There you go. Then we refresh the page. So we're gonna still have our item there test. So now our line item. So those things, you can move things around. Let's say for instance you want the codes expire and create to be on top. You can have them like that. Let's say HR, and then we put break, break. So you want to have it like that, got expired. Let's see. Refresh. Okay. So here we're gonna need another CSS just to make it, if you're gonna move it on top there. Alright, so now, okay, so we have this one. So we can just keep it below. So this, you have like the freedom of moving things around, making it like in different kind of structure that you want it to look like. Okay, you can also try to take it out. Take it out, create your own div. You can give it a class name if you want to there. Refresh. As you can see, we have it like this now. All right, so now the line item. So we have line item. Let's also do the same thing with line item. We clone it, call it v2. So as you can see, the line item look like this. So let's say for instance the client, they want to add an additional column. So let's say you want to add an additional column. So you're gonna have to check the structure of the line item carefully. As you can see, we have the table row, and then this we have the line item, and then here we have rows. So let's say for instance you just want to add just anything. Let's say we have row, here we have line item subheading. So we have the stuff there. Okay, so if message you have there, and then let's try to add, let's see how you can add some of the elements. Okay, as you can see, if item column equal to image, then it's gonna show this. If it's go to name, show that. As you can see here, we have subheading and then display title. We have what is items, all those items here for future payments. Let's see. Display table heading, line item. So this is the line item columns we have here. And then we have the structure, as you can see, for building unit price description, image item and description, item, blah, blah. So we have all the elements there. So let's say, for instance, you want to add something that is not part of this. Yeah, you can also add one of the options there. Add the option. Let's try to add an option here. What can I call it? Ba, 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 ba. Let's say this one here is gonna be a what can we call this? So we have billing, unit price description, image, item name, item quantity, total, consistent start date, time, unit cost, unit discount, URL, and then yeah, let's just call it test option. So we have test option. So the way that you have it there, so as you can see, you're gonna just use the same logic that we have here. Quantity, we go down. This one smaller. We have for discounts. Yeah. So we have price, we have discount. So let's say, for instance, we're gonna clone this part here. So you have this, clone it, paste there. This is gonna be too much. Okay, so let's try to clone. Which one we're gonna clone? Let's try to clone this. Clone this. Yeah. So now here we're gonna take the name here, test option, paste there. So if the item column property, column property is equal to test option, and then after that add those information there. So here we're gonna say test option, we give it its own class, test option, and then here we're gonna have property value. So property value is the value that's gonna come from the option that we selected. So this one here. So property value, as you can see. Okay. So now let's check here. Property value item count. If property value equal to this. Okay. Okay. Let's check some other stuff. Okay, we have the name. We have the descriptions. If item column equals to description, so you need the description. Okay, you need the description. And then amounts, we have amount sale, we have quantity. Let's check this property value first. Property value. Okay, as you can see, we have the stuff there. Yeah. Okay, so property value equal to unit item dot column property. And then we have property value. Okay, so yeah, so this is the way that we're getting this one here. This is the setting up of property values there. So now we have it here. So the only way for us to see how this one is gonna work out So we have translation, all the stuff. We can edit here, or we can just edit directly from, okay, here we're going to change first of all v2. So we have a new table, which is v2. Okay, we have quantity message, we have price dot message. So now we're going to be able to add this one when you're creating your templates. Let's go quickly to the settings, so that you must be able to see the codes. Okay, we have here object codes. Okay, let's go check one of the codes here, edit. Okay, so now we go to line item. So there is an option that we did add. You can click add, and then we're looking for where is the, we're looking for test option. Select an option. Blah, 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 blah. There's nothing. Let's see. Oh yeah, because of create, gonna have to create a, get another one. Where is it? Checking the name, your site name, basic. Okay, there we go. We choose the one that we created. Okay, now choose. Okay, so as you can see already the change. So now we go to line item, add. We're looking for test option. Test option, we cannot see test option here. Let's go check. Okay, line item 2. Okay, test option. So right, test option. You can see already put test or text. Or let's see. Okay, I think we did editing wrong. Yeah, we edited wrongly here. So we're supposed to edit from the copy, because this is the original one. So we don't edit the original. Close. Okay, so now let's go edit. I'm gonna just edit next to this. Okay, paste it there, test option, publish, and then we're going to refresh. Cancel save, and then refresh. Refresh, reload. Oh yeah. Okay, so let's go back there, see if it's been, yeah, it's been created. Line item, and then let's go check now. Option if it's there, test option. Test option is not there. We'll try to see if you can create another custom code. Choose. Okay, line item v2. Alright. We have unit price, item name, total, terms, unit cost. Still not there. Let's go check now in the design manager. Okay, so now we have all these things: line item, associated line item, this. Okay, let's go look for it. Now we have to add the test option. So, okay, test option. So now, test option. We already have the stuff there, test option. So here we just remove the stuff. So we're gonna have unit.test options instead of this. So unit.test options. Let's see there. Okay. So now let's go to the front end, refresh. Line item, so v2. So the way to update this one here, you just come there, yeah, you update the name, the path name, the label name, and then it's gonna appear nicely there so that you can see a module. And then add option, check if we're gonna see our test option here. Here we go, we have our test option as column. You can give it any name here, tests. There you go. So now, right, okay. So what we're gonna do now here, yeah, so save. So yeah, so when you're creating the code, so you're gonna have this column pop up there, and then you can have anything you wanted it to have. Yeah, so now there's an additional column. This is the way that you add an additional column by just copying some of the elements here. You clone it, and then you change this, and then after that you have the information there. Okay, so you can create functions, you can create any things there to make some of the elements work nicely. Okay, so yeah, so this is the way that you add all those the element nicely. So we have unit line items. So our line items, let's just go check. Okay, an item to title, and then dot column property, item dot column property. So now we do not have any simple unit descriptions. As you can see, unit descriptions. Okay, for units, line item, for any units there. So unit description. You can see line items. So it's okay. Line item columns. Oh no, what? So let's see. So there is a lot of feature payments description. Let's description. Let's search for from here. Description. So we have description there. There's one thing I want to check here. Display line item column. Yeah, we have only line items. Line item columns. Line items. So line items. Okay, line items. Strange. Okay, so process with. Oh yeah, okay. So we have our line items here. Then we have the table row as a function. Just check nicely. So this is the way that you track the stuff. This is our macro. Okay. Line item. Okay, so the macro is finishing there. So line item tables. Let's go to our templates. Line item tables. This is supposed to be line item tables. Line item tables 2. Or the second one. Line item table row. Okay, let's see. Line items, we have the macro, and then okay, so we have macro. So macro is a function, so we have all our functions there. So we just want to double check the other function that we have here for the line items. We have these functions. Okay, so we're getting this one there. Line item message is future payments. Get there, and then after that we're going to check our classes. This is the classes there. Line item table for many columns, and then we have line item totals, and then we have additional fees. We have total container, and then a future payment table, we have it there. Okay, line item tables, line item scrollable. So we have the heading, future payments. As you can see, all the stuff we have there for future payments. Line items table body, for future payments. Close this one. Okay, so we have now future payments. You can see everything is there. Future payments. Future payments. We have line item total. And then we have line item table. As you can see, we have the table heading, table headers, and then after that we have line items there, future payments, all the stuff. So all those things are going to appear there. Okay, so here where we have our line item table rows, and then we have the elements, line items components, line item components there. And then as you can see, the module line items, and this variable, we have it there. If you're gonna have to copy the variable, I can see we are pulling it from this. Okay, so now we have line item, module.line item columns. All those things, as you can see, is we are counting the amount of line items. Okay, and then line item length, we have it there, and then we have our functions there. So this is the way that you track all those the elements. So we have, as you can see, we can item.column property. So this is for us to get a property name. And then the last thing, you can see the unit name. So the name of as an item description is item description. What's the description? Yeah, descriptions, item descriptions. And so we have item dot test options also that side there. Okay, so yeah, so this is the way that you can move things around with you can add an element, you can try to add some of the items in the column. Let's say, for instance, we want to add an additional table in the column, table row. So we have a table row there. So you want to add another table row, this table row there. And then let's say the on top, call it, for instance, table top heading. Okay, let's see, what do we have here? Okay, TD, still TD. Okay, here, let's say, for instance, additional notes. Publish changes. So now we have additional notes here. So we're going to check our elements and then see what's going to happen there. Okay, additional notes. As you can see, additional notes. So yeah, so you can play around with this. There is a way for you to play around and do all the stuff nicely. So yeah, so this is the way that you do your custom codes in HubSpot. So you can customize it as much as you want, and then everything is gonna be yeah, it's gonna apply. So you follow the the client prototype, and then there is some few limitation, but you're gonna just try to balance to make some of the structure to work out nicely. Thank you so much. If you like this video, click a thumbs up, and then you can subscribe for more.